Maafushi versus Dhiffushi Island in the Maldives. Which one is right for you? Which one should you choose? If you're new, my name is Irina.
And I'm Devon.
And we island hop in the Maldives for 6 months, visiting over 30 local islands and private island resorts. We've helped thousands of our viewers to plan their perfect Maldives holiday based on our ever-growing Maldives knowledge and experience based on the tourist perspective.
So as usual, let's get into it. Let's talk about where both of these islands are located. Well, to make it simple, they are both in Ka'afu Atoll.
But they are in different parts of the atoll, one in the North Ka'afu and the other one in the South Ka'afu. So if you are planning to actually visit both an island hop, you would still have to make the connection in Male. There is no straight speedboat or ferry in between them.
And speaking of speedboat and ferry, they are both accessible by both.
When it comes to speedboats, there are multiple speedboats to both islands, but to Maafushi, there is a little bit more times when the speedboats go back and forth between the airport and the island. You've seen our informative Maldives video tours.
Instead of digging through hundreds of our videos, use our complete Maldives travel guide.
You'll find clear strategies to pick your island, what matters at private island resorts,
Easy transfer tips and real hotel discounts that beat any online booking sites. One download and you're done. Let's get into accommodation. If you know anything about Maafushi, you know it is the most popular local budget-friendly island in the Maldives. And with that comes tons of accommodation.
Maafushi actually has the most hotels and guest houses on the island compared to all other local islands, but Dhiffushi is not too far behind because Dhiffushi Island is a little bit smaller than Maafushi. It is still offers so many different accommodations, from budget friendly, costing you anywhere from $50 a night, to affordable luxury as well.
Okay, let's get into the activities. Now, this one is where both islands differ tremendously.
Maafushi tours often go to Va'avu Atoll for their manta tours, nurse sharks tour, the shipwreck tour, and Dhiffushi tours have their completely different set of tours. They often go to a completely different location for the nurse shark tour, and that's why the price for the nurse shark excursion is a little bit more, because they have to go to a private island, so the experience is completely different. Not a private island resort, it's just the island is privately owned, and the Dhiffushi tours have to pay a fee to access the island. So that's why the experience is completely different, but they still have their reef snorkeling with colorful fish. They still have excursion to sea turtles, dolphins, so a lot of excursions similar from what you can see, but the experience is different.
So basically what it comes down to, if you are going on your holiday and the activities is right up your alley, we would highly suggest then you probably would want to go to Maafushi, just because you have so much more options.
And of course, the water sports, if you're into water sports, both islands do have water sports. It's just Maafushi has the entire beach row filled with different water sports, from Lamborghini jet skis to parasailing. And even though Dhiffushi does have a lot of different options for water sports, it's just not as extensive as Maafushi.
Something you definitely want to keep in mind when you are on Maafushi, because the island is just so populated, when you go on these activities and these tours, you're going to be in a company with a lot of people. It's like a boat full of people. Unlike Dhiffushi, because it's a smaller island, there's less people. So if you want to experience these tours but you don't like the crowd, then we would suggest Dhiffushi is the way to go.
And the same goes for actually the amount of people on the island itself, because when you walk on Maafushi, you walk with groups of people, especially the times when everyone goes on the tour. You just see crowds and crowds of people. Unlike on Dhiffushi, even though it's still very popular, there's still a lot of people, but you don't just see major groups of people just going somewhere at the same time.
All right, for all you foodies out there, let's get into the food category. What is it like, the food on Dhiffushi as opposed to Maafushi?
Both actually have good varieties of restaurants, including beachfront restaurants, and you can find a little higher end restaurants or cheaper options as well.
But I would definitely say if food is a major part of your holiday, I would recommend Maafushi. Again, the island has more choices. They have a lot of buffets. There's restaurants that cater just to buffets, all you can eat. So if that's your thing, then we would definitely recommend Maafushi. When it comes to entertainment, both of these islands provide entertainment, but Maafushi takes entertainment to the next level.
They actually have beach parties, and that's the only island that I know of that have scheduled beach parties. So if you're more into beach parties and more lively atmosphere, definitely Maafushi is the place to be. Both islands, however, have live music on the weekly, not like some other islands where they only offer live music when they have more people. Both islands on the regular provide live music options. But what's different about Dhiffushi that Maafushi does not have is the Bodu Beru entertainment performances. Stone Hotel offers weekly package where you can have dinner and watch the traditional Bodu Beru performances, which is really a good cultural activity that you can do, and it is a lot of fun. I don't know why Maafushi still does not have it. Maybe they don't have the Bodu Beru group.
They have a DJ.
But yeah, the only thing they do have a DJ. So if you want to get a little bit more into culture, Dhiffushi has an option and Maafushi does not.
Now, the reason you probably chose to come to the Maldives, the beaches. Let's get into the beaches on both of these islands.
Specifically the Bikini Beach. Maafushi has one Bikini Beach, but it is split with the jetty. Dhiffushi has not one, not two, but three bikini beaches. But they're very different from Maafushi Beach. We have been to Maafushi, I think, already 4 times. And every time we go, the water is murky. It's not crystal clear water that you see in the Maldives and think of it when it comes to the beaches. You can really see through it, and I'm not sure why. It's also the sand quality, and the ocean floor has a little broken corals and broken shells. So for me, I need water shoes. I cannot go in that water. But Dhiffushi has really nice sand, but one of the 3 beaches actually more rocky and more for lounging. It has nice palm trees, shade, and it's not really for swimming. There's hardly any people in there, but if you like to relax in peace with hardly anybody there, just read your book or maybe listen to podcasts, whatever you like to do for relaxation, that is a good beach.
And now for a shameless plug. If beaches is everything for you, we have created a travel guide specifically for you.
And this is top 10 best beaches in the Maldives out of over 30 islands, local islands that we have visited. Not all the beaches are the same, and that's why we selected 10 beaches, and we tell you how to get there, what are the swimming conditions for different seasons, because even though the beach is beautiful and many people might be talking about, yes, you have to go to that island because of the beach, but when it comes to the monsoon season, the beach might not be what you expect or anticipate.
You'll be able to find that travel guide right below this video and also down in the description. What's the vibe like on these islands?
Completely different. Maafushi is very commercial, and people, most locals don't really smile. They don't really want to interact with you.
We call it the transactional island.
Yes.
It's literally like you're there. What tours do you want to go on? When do you want to go? It's just boom, 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 boom. You get your stuff in order and you go. That's what Maafushi is all about.
Yeah, and Dhiffushi actually reminds me of Caribbean island.
Yeah.
There are just colorful signs, beach this way.
Much more laid back.
Yeah, and there's still also like water sports and a little booth, and the entire setup really reminds me of a Caribbean island. It's very chill. The locals are more friendly, and I think it's just overall better also for families, and you do see more families on Dhiffushi versus Maafushi. Maafushi is more like a younger backpackers crowd, and Dhiffushi is a little bit more for
You will
families.
hear a lot of people talk about that when it comes to Maafushi. They'll say it's, you know, it's too crowded, the beach is not that great, you know, it's a lot. And most people, when they go on their holidays, they want to like they want to relax, they want space. Maybe they don't even want to see anyone, you know, they want to be the only one on the beach.
Well, that would not be Dhiffushi for them either.
Well, that, yeah, there's other beaches for that, which is located in our 10 best beaches guide. But again, you do have way more space, and it's a much more chill and relaxed vibe on Dhiffushi. Okay, we've come to the part of the video where we thought this would be fun. On the count of 3, my wife and I will blurt out which island we both prefer. And they don't always match, and maybe sometimes it will. Now, we haven't pre-planned this. We're just gonna go with what we feel, all right?
Okay,
okay,
ready?
Here we go.
All right.
But we will explain why we feel the way we feel, so you know.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. Dhiffushi.
Okay, so why Dhiffushi for you?
Dhiffushi for me is because I like the vibe. It's very relaxed, and also the beaches are much better. So for me, Dhiffushi.
Okay. Well, for me, I like being around people. I'm not the one that's going to be want to be alone on a beach and not see anyone. That's a little bit too desolate for me. I like the crowd. I like to people watch. The party on the weekend is really cool. It's right up my alley. I get to dance a little bit, you know, because you don't normally get to do that in the Maldives on these local islands.
For me, if I can be the only one on the island, the only tourist, obviously, I don't want to be on the uninhabited island, I would prefer that. Trees, palm trees, beach, waves, that's all I need. I do not need to see anybody.
Well, that's it. Hopefully you got a little bit of perspective from us, and it will help you make a decision. Again, if you have any questions, you could always leave it down below. So if you have a question, a burning question that you've always been wanting to know about the Maldives, just leave it below.
But of course, this video is just a small part of what you need to know about the Maldives. So we highly recommend you to check out our complete Maldives budget travel guide, which is over 300 pages filled with planning strategies for the Maldives, money saving tips and hacks, and exclusive partner discounts for guest houses and boutique hotels for many local islands across the Maldives. So we help you not only plan but save a lot of money as well.
And these discounts, you will not find it anywhere. With that being said, make sure you click the playlist where we keep all of these videos together. And if you happen to miss our last episode, it's right there or there. And we will see you in the next one.